Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ep.7 of Crossbar podcast. This is Yaz.
This is Brian.
This is Ep.7. So let's move on to some news in the football world. Brian, what do you have for us?
So the Barca president spoke up recently about Arthur's kind of transfer story, and he was kind of saying how he exited the club recently, obviously, once they traded him to Juventus, and he was kind of being a little disrespectful about the role that he is going to be playing going forward in Barca. So Arthur expressed that this was kind of a closing chapter in his story, and so he doesn't really want to play for the rest of the season at Barcelona. But the Barca president has said that they do want him to continue training and playing, but Arthur doesn't want to kind of still continue training with them. So what are you guys' thoughts on that?
It didn't make any sense to me that his transfer to Juventus, and I honestly thought that there's probably something behind the scenes that we don't know about.
I don't think what the Barca president was referring to was in reference to his past behavior. I think it's more in reference to his current behavior, where he's saying that his current behavior is disrespectful to the club. I don't think it's kind of related to his previous actions.
Yeah, I heard that it was through a phone call. Like he was in Brazil and he basically just told them like he's not coming back. Like that's gonna be it. I don't know, man. I don't know what made him feel this way, but like I said, there's probably something behind the scenes that we don't really know about. Or maybe he's just ready to focus on Juventus and it's kind of left Barca behind.
I mean, if they do, he was kind of done like quote unquote dirty. So I feel like he doesn't really want to give anything back to the club either. They just kind of discarded him like this.
He was there for 1 year, right? In Barcelona?
No, I think 2.
Yeah, 2 years. I think it's 2 years.
I think 2, yeah. What else do you have for us, Brian?
Well, the second part is that Barca will not be signing any major transfers, according to the club president. So that's kind of interesting, right? Because Martinez, who was previously linked from Inter Milan, was set to join them, but that's probably going to be a hefty price.
Yeah. Also, like Aubameyang's been linked with Barca. Barca has been linked with a few players, but I don't know if I really believe that. They'll probably have them go out and make a splash and get reinforcements. I guess what do you define as like a major signing? Like over 100 mil or I don't know.
I'd probably say anything over at least like 60.
Yeah, true. That's a good amount.
Yeah.
I think Florentino Perez said something similar. Like they're not going to make any major signings too.
Yeah, but I think we have a pretty deep squad and a pretty good squad. But Barca, from this past season, was honestly not that good.
Honestly, I feel like they do have a deep squad. They just don't have the chemistry.
Yeah.
I remember talking to Amir and said, like, we don't need anyone. We just need to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they wouldn't need it. I feel like we don't really need a striker. I feel like they have too many strikers.
What happened to the new guy?
Griezmann?
Oh yeah, they just bought a new striker.
Oh, Braithwaite?
Yeah.
Braithwaite? Yeah, I don't know. I think that was like an impulse buy. Like, do they really need him?
They make a lot of.
Or is it like did they buy him?
I don't know, but I want to go back to what Yaz said. Like they don't like talking to Amir. Like they don't really need to make any major signings. I think they need to do more releasing of players than they need to like bring in players and allow like their youth to come in and just like revive the squad because players like Vidal and Rakitic and all those guys. I know Amir really wants them out of the club. So yeah, I think it'd be better for them to just get rid of players than bring people in.
Yeah, but me too. I think that's a great idea. Yeah. Just get them more experience. I feel like they could probably be the future. They do have like some pretty good prospects.
Yeah. Speaking of prospects, that brings us to our next subject. 19-year-old American Conrad de la Fuente trained with Barcelona's first team this past week. No American has made a first-team appearance for Barcelona ever. So that's pretty cool. This kid, I think he's from New York. He's from Florida, actually. He's from Florida. he's like our age, maybe a little bit younger. And I've been following this kid for a little while, and he's slowly been going up the ranks. And just the other day, the first team coach, I can't remember his name, invited him to practice with the first team squad, and I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. Hopefully he makes like an Ansu Fati appearance where like they just put him in because they have no one else to put in, and then
What's his position?
I think he's a winger. I'm not too sure. I've seen highlights, and it seems like he plays out on the wing. But just the more Americans we can get in like bigger clubs, getting more experience in European football, like the better for American football. That's gonna be great.
Definitely.
There's been some good Americans coming through though.
Yeah, really, honestly, especially in the Bundesliga. Like I remember for the 2014 World Cup, that's when I first started following the U.S. men's team, and I didn't even know any of those players, and most of them were like in like second division, like European teams, or they're playing here in the MLS. Fast forward to 2020, and almost all of them are in Europe, and not only are they like not participating, but they're like actually, I'm sorry, not only are they not like they're not like the main figures, but they play like a key role, like Pulisic or like Weston McKennie on Schalke or Tyler Adams in Leipzig. Like they're key players, and that's what we need. I think that's gonna help our team be stronger.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah. And you know what I also have for you guys? Juventus legend Andrea Pirlo is now the manager of the Juventus U23 team.
Oh,
Looks like he's trying to get his way into coaching. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
This man can do it all. This man does it all.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing he can't do.
He's a smart lad, so I
Yeah.
totally see him as a coach.
he understands the game pretty well, especially as a midfielder. I feel like he
Exactly. He has what it takes. The only thing is he is kind of like a timid guy. He's kind of passive. Like he's not like a Gattuso where he's gonna get in your face.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's gonna translate into coaching, because obviously when you're coaching, you need to like demand respect. I mean, obviously because you're a legend, people are gonna respect you. But like when a player steps out of line, like you need to like put your best foot forward and kind of get him.
Zidane was kind of like that though, because Zidane was always very quiet.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think Zidane would be a good manager, but he's been able to get everyone in check. Even like someone like Bale or something, or like James. Like
He looks like he's 5, like his face, and like he's just always happy.
who?
Solskjaer.
Who?
Man U's coach, Solskjaer.
Oh, Solskjaer.
Yeah.
Wait, how do we move to Solskjaer?
I thought you were talking about Zidane for a second.
I thought we were talking about Pirlo. I was like, what?
I mean, no. I mean, he's a coach too.
Yo, yeah, I did a whole like 360 somewhere else.
Lampard. Oh, Solskjaer. I didn't watch Solskjaer play, but was he like that? Like kind
Dude,
of
he
quiet.
was just a nice kid. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then, I mean, I'm sure, like, within the next 2-3 years, there's going to be an offer, and I'm sure he'll take it. But, yeah, there's nothing this man can do. Any closing thoughts?
No, I think it could be a good opportunity.
Yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see it.
I don't know if he'll go and get more experience at a smaller club like Lampard and show he can kind of do something and then go to a bigger club, or if he can just play it off the youth system like Zidane, going from the youth team to the first team.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to some transfer news. So we got Man City here first. Bournemouth have accepted a £41 million offer from Manchester City for central defender Nathan Ake. I believe that's how you say it, according to multiple reports. Now, Bournemouth did get relegated, but this guy is pretty good. Like I truly think he's worth the 40 mil. He's pretty solid defender, and he's a Chelsea product. A Chelsea let go. So if he ends up doing really, really well, let's just add to the list of Chelsea rejects that end up doing super well somewhere else.
Yeah. What I heard about him, I heard he's a good defender in terms of he's like a good slide tackler and fairly physical. I guess one thing about defenders is like you don't want a defender that makes slide tackles because they shouldn't be getting in a position where they have to in the first place, right?
Well, yeah, I think that's like a Maldini.
Like Maldini was a good tackler. or Vidic, same thing, or even Ramos, I think is.
Yeah, but usually a lot of those players also like they do it when they have to, but you know, usually you don't want them to be in that position where they have to. Usually,
He's saying like you shouldn't rely on the tempo. Like
you should rely more on your positioning.
yeah.
That should be your main focus, and that should be obviously a pro.
Yeah, so you've heard that like he's bad at positioning then?
No,
So
I'm not saying that. And also you have to realize it's his team too, right? So I'm not sure what they're getting regulated, so obviously they don't really have the best whole team as a whole. Where maybe in Man City he might have
Yeah.
better team, so he might not be in the same positions where he might be placed to make slide tackles and stuff like that. But I think it's a good addition. I mean, it's probably better than their current center backs. Better playing than Fernandinho in the back. So.
Yeah.
So basically, what Brian is saying is, Wan-Bissaka needs to do better. This dude's always on the ground, but I don't think he's ever missed. Like every time he goes to the ground, he always like does it's always the right move.
Yeah.
So it just depends, but I think Man City could go onto the market and make another splash for a defender like this. I don't think they're like this is the guy they want. I think this is more someone like a third option or possibly a second, but like City is City and they have like fuck you money. So if they really wanted to, they can go out and get Koulibaly or whoever they're after. But I mean, if this is the guy that they want to go to and put next to Laporte, that also makes a lot of sense as well. But we'll just see what they do.
Yeah, they probably will be a little careful though after having the whole Champions League thing on them. I think they might be
financial fair play.
Yeah, they may be a little cautious at least the first season after. Make sure that everything's okay.
Any closing thoughts?
Good.
All right. Roma has not extended Smollin's loan and will head back to Manchester United. Yazdansky, I'm going to lob this one over to you. What are your thoughts on that one?
Well, Man U is definitely going to keep him because I don't think any club is going to want him, and he's not like on a free transfer. But I think he's actually going to be a good add, like experience-wise, as for training and creating the competition. I mean, Maguire is the primary. Lindelof and Bailly rotate. So maybe between Lindelof, Bailly, and Smalling is going to be a good competition.
So do you have him as like the fourth option behind Bailly and Lindelof?
Well, for me, it's Bailly, Smalling, and then Lindelof. But for the coach is Lindelof, either Bailly or Smalling.
Oh, you have Lindelof as last?
Yeah.
Really? Because Spolster has him as two, kind of.
I don't know. He's not reliable. He has really good games, but also like he makes stupid mistakes.
There was a period where Smalling was like one of their best players, right? Or their best player.
And like a few years ago, he was our main like defender. So
yeah.
I think it was when he grew out his hair.
Yeah.
Things went south from there. Let's move on. Let's go on to transfer rumors. Now, this is where it gets fun because you never know what's going on here. But let's figure it out. Willian has refused another bid from Chelsea to extend his contract until 2022, according to Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal are in talks with his representatives to sign him as a free agent. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
What do you think?
You're gonna lock back to me? Okay, we're playing taps. Okay, I see. So again, we always gotta be cautious when a player is over 30. He's 31, I believe. So, like, I don't want Arsenal to be like a retirement home. Like I've said this before. But it is a free transfer. Another thing that scares me is also his wages might be a bit high, like for what he's demanding. Also, I think he's demanding 3 years, and by that time he'll be 34. We don't want like another Ozil situation where he just doesn't end up playing and just sits out his contract and make money on the bench. We definitely don't want that. But if he can produce this year, because I think he does have like 9 goals, 7 assists, or vice versa, something like that, then it could be a good ad because we are lacking a left winger, so that would be good. And he brings experience to the younger players like Bukayo Saka or Reece Nelson or those guys who play wing.
I think it can be a good ad. Again, if it's too expensive, probably not. But like, kind of like Mata in Man U, he has experience. He plays once in a while, and he's always like decent. But as a person who like starts every game, I don't know if he's going to be a great option.
Yeah,
I think he's a good option, to be honest. He's probably one of the best Chelsea players from this season. I think he had a really good season. I think he could do well. I'm not sure if a club would want to give him like a 3-year contract because of his age.
it
But
seems like Arsenal is the club that's willing to meet him at 3.
But at least for 2 years, I think he can do a job, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what Chelsea wanted. Chelsea was only willing to offer him 2, but he wants at least 3, and I think Arsenal is the team that's going to give him that. So I think he might end up at Arsenal. Plus he's been saying that he wants to stay in London because his family is settled there.
I know this wasn't on the topic list, but I hear Aubameyang also wants Dembele. I saw it today. I think it was.
Barca's
Dembele
Dembele?
from Barca. Yeah, he wants him to bring him in as a project.
That would be so good for Arsenal. It's like,
I don't know how expensive that would be.
It would, but if he's gonna get injured, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he can find his form, then boom, steal. Let's move on. So it says here, Chelsea have joined the race to sign Sergio Reguilon and are expected to offer more than Everton's £18 million offer last week, according to Sky Sports. Reguilon to Chelsea, and they need a left back. He's a proper left back. Brian, what are your thoughts?
Great signing. He's a really good defender.
You wouldn't mind letting him go?
Huh?
You wouldn't mind letting him go?
No, he's like a Kovacic. He's kind of like a Kovacic, where I was really sad to let him go, but I don't think he's gonna be playing at Real Madrid, so I might as well let him be somewhere he can play.
I mean, maybe he will. Like Marcelo is not gonna stay for that long, so it's gonna be Ferland Mendy and him. And
yeah, but he's already on loan. I don't think he really wants to, be. I think Marcelo's gonna still be at the club at least a year, maybe 2 years. I don't think he wants to be on the bench for 2 years.
Sure.
I think maybe in the future. If he does really well at Chelsea, he could probably come back to Madrid.
Like a buyback or something.
Yeah, but I think he's a great player.
I think he's good.
I think he's a great player. I think he fits in the Chelsea system. I think he'd be great under Lampard, where if he's looking for a defender, Reguilon can defend, and he's really good going forward. Great with crossing. So.
Yeah, I remember last season was his opportunity to kind of break out because Real were kind of shite last season, and everyone was playing. And man, the energy he puts on the field is like he fights for that team, man. I really like that. If we didn't have Kieran Tierney, I would definitely have Arsenal go all in. I mean, I don't have a say, but like that's why I have Arsenal Twitter. So like I follow Arsenal and I just give them my input. I would be all in for him. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
And plus, like the Spanish connection between him and Azpilicueta on the other side, and just like they're familiar with one another, and kind of.
Marcos Alonso, is he gonna leave?
I don't think Chelsea has been in the market for a left back for like a year now because they don't really see Palmieri or Alonso as like the solution to their problem.
Or even Emerson, I think.
Yeah, Emerson Palmieri.
Oh yeah.
The thing about Alonso is that in order to play him, you need to have it needs to be like a 3 in the back, and then Alonso has to be. He's not like left back. He's more of a left wing back.
A wing back, yeah.
Yeah, and he came in and did a really great job under Conte because that's the player he liked.
Hmm.
But I'm not sure if Lampard really likes that. I think he just wants a normal left back.
Yeah, we'll see. Chelsea is heating up. They've been making signings left and right. Let's move on. Alexis Sanchez is close to signing a permanent deal with Inter Milan. Inter will match the winger's £390,000 a week wages. Sheesh. Yes, Dansky, how do you feel? Actually, I'll go first. Thank God we got rid of this guy. Okay, now you can go. Yes.
Dude, I hope we get rid of this guy. I mean, he gets a lot of injuries, and then he's not as consistent as when he was in like Barcelona, or even like his first few seasons as in Arsenal.
The Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah. So, and he's super expensive, so why not?
Yeah. Yeah. So why not? Yeah. I mean, he. It's crazy because I remember Ander Herrera did an interview, I think at PSG, and he talked about playing alongside Alexis Sanchez at Man U, and he talked about how he was just so surprised that a player like Alexis was just destroying the league at Arsenal, and then the next season he comes to Man U and he just forgets how to touch a ball. Like it's crazy, like the drop that he had in form, like didn't make any sense.
Was it like right after his injury, like the long injury that he had?
Yeah, I'm sure that's part of the problem, but it's just like he just never found his form really.
I never really understood that either. It was really just surprising.
And actually, Man City were so close to signing. It was between City and United, and United beat out City for his signature. Damn, it should have been City.
For real.
All right. Anything else? We're gonna move on here. Chelsea are interested in Nick Pope to replace Kepa Arrizabalaga. Nick Pope has been doing really, really well this season. I think he was close to winning the, or he might have. Who won the Golden Glove in the Prem? Was it him or?
No, it was Emerson because it goes to the goalkeeper with the highest clean sheets. But he did made it to the top 11 Premier League, something like that. There are a few teams, and he wasn't one of them.
That doesn't seem right though. Like I understand it's good to have the most clean sheets, but if you have a really good defense,
Exactly.
like for example that year De Gea, well, he was probably like the best goalkeeper, but I'm not sure if he won it because I'm not sure if he had the most clean sheets.
No,
maybe was like one in City
player of the year for Man U though. I remember.
Wait, I'm so confused. So who won it this year?
Emerson.
Oh, Emerson did.
Ederson.
Oh,
Ederson. Oh, the Man City. Okay. Yeah, Chelsea. Kepa's not the guy. Definitely have to go and get someone.
Good goalkeeper though. So
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And he's so good that now England have 3 solid. They have Pickford, him, and Henderson.
Yeah.
Now, if I was Gareth Southgate, it's a good problem to have, Maybe Pickford is not the guy anymore. Maybe it's Henderson or Pope. Let them battle it out, and they're both really young. Yeah. Let's move on. Okay, what do we have here? Ooh, Arsenal. Okay, let's see. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta is interested in signing Sevilla defender Diego Carlos, according to the Telegraph. Liverpool, Man City, and Tottenham have also been linked with the 27-year-old. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
What's your thoughts, man?
My thoughts? Yes, sir. I saw some highlights of him, and he is a really physical defender, something that we do not have at this moment. He's kind of like a bully in the back, and I was on his Instagram, and the dude is ripped, man. He's like, who could I was gonna say Adama Traore, but he's not that ripped. But like Adama is like different. But he's ripped. I'll just say that, and like that's what we need, and he can pair up right next to William Saliba, who's the French kid who's coming in from Saint Etienne. So I think it'd be nice to just have like a fresh start for central defenders. And then I also saw that Arsenal is just trying to get rid of Socrates, Mustafi, and all that rubbish in the back. They're just trying to get rid of them. So it'd be nice to just see 2 clean, young, physical defenders who are not pussies and can defend and have positional awareness, and we can get clean sheets and can support Bern Leno or Emi Martinez, whoever they decide to go with. What are you guys' thoughts?
I agree.
I think he's a good defender, especially coming from Sevilla.
Would you prefer him over the Barca guy
Umtiti?
from TT? Yeah.
Good question. I mean, talking to Amir, our Barcelona analyst, it seems like Umtiti's had a rough season this year. Like, Amir compared him to a box-to-box midfielder, so I guess he doesn't really know his position on the team. But I mean, Umtiti is like 2 seasons ago was like one of the top 5 in the world. So this guy is relatively unknown. It's only been like 1 year since he's really made a name for himself. Because before he was in the French league. Yeah, that's tough. But it seems like this guy's in better form, so I want to go with this guy, Diego Carlos.
Interesting.
And he might be younger or they're the same age. I'm not
Maybe
sure.
buy both if you can.
Oh, this is Arsenal, man. We'll buy whoever we want. We'll get both. Actually, now that we have that Europa League money that we just won from the FA Cup. Well, I will not even. We won't get into that. We won't get into that. Actually, we will get into that because we're going into the recap right now. Arsenal versus Chelsea. The game ended 2-1. What a game, man.
Did you watch it?
Dude. I think one of the co-hosts here owes us ice cream.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I mean not yes. Brian, are you wearing blue over there? I think I see a blue and white stripes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what a game.
I actually only record your voice, so I have.
What were the odds before the game? Yes, they were favorites for Chelsea, right?
It was 260 something for Arsenal and then 100 something for Chelsea.
Both negative or both positive?
Both positive.
Both positive. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was really nervous because I did think Chelsea had a better squad. In Chelsea's defense, they did lose out Pulisic to injury. They did lose out their captain Aspilicueta to injury. But Arsenal showed resilience. What's up?
Was it red card or injury?
Oh, and there's a red card. There was Kovacic who
The
got
ref was just really, really, really bad.
Oh, you heard wrong. Moving on. So they had some problems there. Now, what I want to say is yesterday when we got back from our trip, I was able to watch the entire first half, and Chelsea took a lead in the 5th minute, and Arsenal just they didn't back down. Like before Arteta under Unai Emery, they'd score a goal and everyone put their head down and they would just go ghost mode. Now they showed fight, and actually towards the end of the first half, it was Arsenal controlling the game and putting pressure on Chelsea's half. I really like where this team's going, and I'm really happy that they are able to win, get in, and raise their funds to purchase some more players. So you did bring up Aubameyang, and he had a good game, and I think that Arsenal needs to, at all costs, like get his signature down and tie him down for a new deal. Because without this team, without Aubameyang, tell me who is gonna put up those goals? Like, he came second in the Golden Boot race. Like, who is gonna put up those goals? Like, I can't think of anyone. I really can't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Lacazette. I'll tell you that. He's lacking confidence. So if they can tie him down, and I truly believe he'll re-sign. Like the way he was celebrating in the team room and stuff, and on his Instagram and whatnot. And there's been videos of Arsenal doing like outside the Emirates. They've been shooting like a promotional video, and it's kind of like behind the scenes, but fans have like leaked photos. So who knows? Maybe they're making like an announcement video or something. But I truly think he'll re-sign. And like we mentioned before, Barcelona says they're not really trying to make any big transfers and stuff like that. So I think he'll stay, and I think he believes in Arteta's project.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah. I'll just leave you guys with this. Moving on. Man, it felt good to get that off my chest. So let's do the best Premier League combined of the season. So I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of Liverpool players. Brian, do you want to go first? Do you want to just start off with goalkeeper? Who do you think deserved it this season?
I don't know. I want to say maybe probably Allison.
Okay, that's fair. Do
He
you?
had a good season, and you kind of saw it when he left, especially in the Champions League, like just how dependent Liverpool were.
Who do you think would challenge him for that spot in the best 11 for the season? Like, what other goalkeeper did you have in mind? 'Cause I agree with Allison. Allison's going, but I have some people in mind too.
I don't know I don't know if like other strong. I think maybe you guys have an idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say the three that came up in my head were Nick Pope, Dean Henderson, and Allison. But of course, Liverpool won the league, so I think I'm gonna go with Allison. But if I were to go second, I'd go Henderson. 'Cause
Yeah,
Henderson
that's
really
what
strong.
I would think as well. I think
I think Leno also had a good season.
It was good, but like the defense in front of him like really failed him, so they weren't able to get enough clean sheets for him to really make some noise. But if you like just forget about that and just individual performance, Leno was really strong as well. But I mean, the people in front of him just kind of like denied him from getting that award. So
I guess now center back,
yeah, no, let's start off with the right. Let's start off on the right side.
right side.
So right back. Let's do a 4-3-3. I'm gonna say Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah,
Straightforward.
I think that's pretty easy.
Yeah, and while we're at it, let's just go to the left back. And let's just do those guys. Their crosses in the box. We all gonna say Robertson. Like their crosses in the to the box are just unreal. All right, let's do two center backs.
Probably Van Dijk and someone
Van
else.
Dijk is a lock. Yeah.
Are we doing Liverpool or?
Dude, I said this before. Like, there's gonna be a lot of Liverpool. Now for the second one, I was doing a little bit of research, and a name that I keep seeing is Egan. Are you guys familiar with that guy?
Where's he from?
Let me see.
Is he from Sheffield?
I think it might be Sheffield or Burnley.
Sheffield had a good season, so I can imagine one of their players.
Oh, John Egan, yeah, on Sheffield.
Yeah.
He's Irish. I was looking at like Premier League 11s, and this name kept popping up, but I wasn't too familiar with them. Is there anyone you guys have in mind? Strong candidates. There's been a lot of injuries, so in this position.
Everyone go Leicester City. I know toward the end they weren't that very good, but toward the beginning they had.
The Brighton guy, Lewis Dunk, he was pretty strong. You can throw his name in there. No one on Arsenal, I'll tell you that right now.
No one on Arsenal or Man City.
Yeah, no one on Man City.
Oh,
Not even
Laporte,
Chelsea.
Laporte.
No, Laporte didn't have enough game time to
Yeah.
like justify that.
Chelsea and Spurs, same thing, I think.
I'm gonna say the Sheffield because I think Sheffield had a pretty good team.
Yeah, no, Sheffield was really strong. They didn't really concede much.
Yeah. I go with him.
Yeah, so this guy John Egan from Sheffield, and then we'll go Van Dijk, two center backs.
Yep.
All right, midfield 3. De Bruyne. Is
Bruyne.
locked.
Henderson.
Oh yeah, Jordan Henderson. We can say that he did win Player of the Year, that one award that they gave out not too long ago.
Yeah,
Now, who would you put in third? Is it did what's his face on Man U have enough game time to put himself there? Would you say
I
yes?
don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, he proved himself like so well though. Like
He did.
in
Yeah.
every single game, he had an impact on.
I'll tell you what. If he started from the beginning, he would be a lock. If he would
But
be a lock.
you might be right. He played for like half of his season.
Yeah,
For
he
me,
played.
For me personally, obviously I would say Bruno if he played more. But for me, I think it would be Fabinho.
Fabinho. Okay.
Yeah. Like when I saw Fabinho this season he was up there, man. As he was such a strong center defensive mid for Liverpool. I think he was probably one of the more of their more important players.
Yeah. I think Fabinho's a strong one. I also just want to throw out Jack Grealish just because he was a really important part of Aston Villa and the reason why they didn't get relegated. And there's a reason why a lot of the big clubs are after him. Like Man U's been linked with them, Arsenal's been linked with them. I think Tottenham at one point, but a lot of those big clubs are after him because he is a pretty important player. But Fabinho is pretty solid too. And then again, Bruno just didn't have enough game time under his belt.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else. Maybe Conte. Go Conte. No, right?
Conte was out the whole
Yeah. And now I think the hardest part would be the three up front, because there's a lot of quality players this season.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
The
say
one that I have locked is Sadio Mane.
Same here.
I'm gonna say Mane, Aubameyang, and right is gonna be
Rashford.
Sterling for me.
Sterling.
Oh, you know what? You took the word right out of my mouth. Those three exactly.
It's gonna be
Salah is up there, obviously, since they won it. The guy from Danny Ings, is that his name, on Southampton? He was kind of surprised this season. He threw up a lot of goals. But I think you nailed it. Unless Yaz has anyone else.
I say Rashford. He had a really good season. But
Would he be which player would he take out?
probably Sterling.
La Liga combined 11 now since.
Ooh. I am down.
All right, so let's
Say
start
less.
from goalkeeper. For me, it's between two. It's gonna be Oblak or Courtois. Courtois actually had a really good season for me. Really surprised by his progress, considering last season he was kind of shite.
Yeah.
This season, really did really well. He was really good in the back, very confident, made some big saves, especially towards the end. But Oblak was
What about Ter Stegen though?
Yeah, you could put any one of those threes, and they all have a strong argument.
Dude, especially the first
Oblak.
season.
Oblak for me
First
over
half.
Ter Stegen right now. To be honest.
Wait, who won the Golden Glove?
Good question.
Courtois, I think.
Courtois did. We're gonna have to choose one. So, what do you guys think? I want to.
My heart goes with Ter Stegen.
He didn't have that good of a season though this season. Oh
He-
no, he did well. He did well.
But his defense and like Barca as a team was shite. So
Yeah, I must still have to credit either Courtois or Oblak. Like when I saw like him against Liverpool, man. Oh my goodness.
Oblak.
No. La Liga. So that means just La Liga season, no Champions League.
Well, in that case, I say Courtois because
I'm gonna say Courtois.
Ter Stegen had a really good season in UCL.
Okay, so that's fair. We can all agree on Courtois. Right back. We'll do a 4-3 again. I'm trying to think of right back.
They kind of low key, kind of Mendy. Mendy was pretty good.
No, right back.
Oh, right back. Probably Carvajal.
No one on Barca, right? Like Semedo or Roberto, not really.
No.
Really, there's no other like.
Wait, what
good
about
right back?
Atletico Madrid right back? The English guy.
No, he didn't even start.
Nah,
He wasn't even starting.
He did. He was like all right. He didn't do that well.
Yeah, he didn't do that well. Still say Carvajal for me.
It might be Carvajal. I can't think of another. There's really no other guy out there. We'll just say Carvajal. Two center backs. Or no, sorry. Let's go to the other side. Left back.
Say Mendy.
Mendy, really?
Mendy did really well. I mean, obviously Marcelo's still up there for me.
I don't know. Jordi Alba. I think Amir was talking about how Jordi Alba was a bit weak this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because even Amir didn't like Jordi Alba.
What about who do they have left back on Atletico? Oh, Renan Lodi, I think. Nah, I'd say Mendy.
Reguilón had a good season too at Sevilla. Sevilla went pretty far this year.
Okay, two center backs.
Ramos is locked.
Yeah, Ramos is pretty strong. And maybe the guy from Atletico Madrid, the Uruguayan. His name escapes me right now.
Jimenez?
Yeah, Jose Jimenez.
Yeah. I must still okay. I don't want to say Real Madrid squad, but Varane did really well.
Fuck it. We can say Varane.
All right, so Liverpool or Real Madrid?
No, let's cut to the chase. That's a good point. If the two teams were to hyper-theoretically, I'm just quoting Brian, if they were to match each other in the Champions League final, who would come out on top?
I don't know.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
I mean, they already faced each other. Real Madrid won.
Well, that's 2 years ago, though.
Well, that's a different squad.
You might be surprised. Like you want to say Liverpool?
Dude, they had fucking Loris giving 2 goals that Champions
But
League
when
final.
Real Madrid goes in the final, man, they're a different beast.
Yeah, because they had Ronaldo. That's why they're different.
But we have Benzema now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say Liverpool. So in that case, Premier League 11 will win.
Wait, but no, but then if we do a combined 11, we have Messi. So it's gonna be pretty solid, man.
Dude, honestly,
wait. Since this is so weird, Brian, like rooting for Messi.
I mean, look, he's still gonna be changed the game. Like what the fuck?
Oh man, this video is gonna get a lot of views. I can already feel it.
dude, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
We're gonna break the internet.
It's gonna be Messi plus Real Madrid.
Right, just cut to the chase and say Visca Barca.
Actually, you know what? I would actually maybe put who's the Atletico left back?
Renan Lodi,
No,
the Brazilian kid.
no, oh, not left back. I'm sorry, right wing. No, left wing. My bad.
Lamar?
Huh? No.
No, Lamar was awful. He 0 goals, 0
Not
assists.
Lamar. Not
What
Lamar.
the fuck?
The one they brought back from China. What you call?
Oh, Yannick Carrasco, dude, he barely played. Like they got him like halfway through the season.
Oh, but he did pretty well second.
Yeah, he did do well, but definitely not. That's even less than Bruno Fernandes. Like he didn't get that much playing time. All right, let's start at the top. We have a 1 game, do or die, Leipzig versus Atletico Madrid. Who do you guys think will come out on top?
Madrid.
Atletico Madrid.
Madrid. I have a question actually. I've seen a lot of pictures and videos of Werner already practicing with Chelsea. Does that mean he's just completely done with Leipzig? Like he no longer belongs to them? Or will he be coming back for those games?
UCL changed their rules last year or 2 years ago, and it was like when a player leaves his team, he can play for the new team. But that's why like Holland was able to play for Dortmund even after.
I think he might be in the transfer window, but the transfer window isn't open technically yet.
So I don't know with this COVID situation how it's gonna work. Honestly, I don't know because he's technically joining for the next season, but he's already in the team. I don't know.
He can't play with the new team. I know that.
But I'm saying, can he come back? Like, can he for this round play with Leipzig? Because I already see him.
He's allowed to. I just don't think he will.
Oh, you don't think he wants to get injured?
No, not maybe. I don't think it's because he wants to. I think it's because Chelsea might just not let him.
Oh, not allow him?
Yeah, but I think he can. He definitely can because the same thing is with Arthur. He has the right to still play with.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was confused because I'm like, all right.
If the team face each other, he can play one half for the other team and one half for the other.
Like just swap jerseys.
Can they face each other? Yeah, Bayern is fucking Chelsea right now, but if somehow they were to make it to the end, yeah, they could play each other. All right, so we can all agree on Atletico. Let's move on to the next one. Do or die. Atalanta, PSG. Who you guys have?
No Mbappe.
No Mbappe. Yep. Keep that in mind when you guys make your decision.
Atalanta.
Oh. Wow. I said this before and I say it again. I really, really want Atalanta to win. But PSG is PSG, man. Like, let's put some respect on their name. I want to say PSG.
They're kind of a flop in the Champions League, to be honest. Though.
Yeah, I'm just worried about Neymar, dude. Neymar it's kind of like use the game. But besides him, Atalanta's gonna win.
Let's just roll with Atalanta. I'm fine with that. We'll put them when we move on. Okay, let's go to the other side of the bracket. This is where there's still 2 teams left in each one. So, Real Madrid or Man City? Who wins there?
Oof.
I'm gonna say Man City. Brian, don't even try to argue too. Like, Ramos got sent out, didn't he?
He did get down. But Madrid has been playing well.
What?
Madrid has been playing well.
Okay, fair enough. But Man City has playing.
I mean, if you want to just do it, I guess we can do Man City as well now. But I think the possibility for Madrid to go.
I'll give you a chance, Brian, to redeem yourself. If City win, actually no, sorry. If Real win, you don't have to buy me ice cream, and me ain't has ice cream anymore.
I have messed up too.
Let's move on.
I actually think Madrid though for the previous one.
You think
Zidane
Madrid?
is the king of UCL, dude. He knows how to do it.
Up until 2020.
I hope.
Then all right, what team do you guys want to do? Real or City? We'll do Real. We'll let Brian breathe. We'll do Real.
We can do City. Oh, honestly, I mean, I don't know.
Will you lose sleep if I chose Man City?
No, like I said, we could do City if you want. I'm okay.
Let's just do City then, since they're up. Leon Juventus. What was the score for the first leg?
February 26, 1-0. Yeah.
So what? Leon or Juventus? Let's just roll with Juventus. Or if you guys want to do Leon.
No, I'm gonna say Juventus.
Juventus. All right, I'm gonna say Juventus. Now, before you mentioned that Zidane is UCL king, I think what you were trying to say is Ronaldo is UCL king. So let's put the crown on Ronaldo's head, and we'll just say Juventus will advance.
Sure.
I remember last season when he went like this to mock Simeone. That was so sick. We were literally right there. We were in Italy. He went to the corner flag and did exactly what Simeone did.
We're literally 30 minutes away from.
Dude, when I tell you, like, his back is hurting from putting the team on his back.
All right.
So yeah, we'll just roll with Juventus on that one. Napoli, Barca. Who do you guys got?
Napoli.
Barca is so shy. Napoli is also like, they're like okay this season.
Napoli's pretty shy too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the advantage to Barca just because Messi's like in angry mode right now. Like he's gonna like punch someone in the teeth. So I'm gonna go Messi.
Savage mode.
Savage mode.
Messi.
Shout out 21 Savage.
I know he's watching.
We honestly don't even have to do the last.
What did you say, Brian?
We don't even have to do the last one. It's just Bayern against Chelsea. But
Oh yeah, Bayern. I'm sorry I even wasted the breath on that one. All right, so now let's go all the way back up to what we said. What Man City versus Juventus. What do you guys got there?
Man City.
Man City.
I want to say Man City, but Ronaldo sometimes at Champions League is.
Well, both of their defenses are not that good.
Yeah.
But midfield forward for City is pretty solid. And then for Chelsea, I mean not for Chelsea, Juventus, like here and there they have good players, but like
so many midfielders.
What'd you say?
They have so many midfielders.
Yeah, I think they have a little bit too much going on.
Yeah.
The chemistry is not good in midfield.
Yeah, it's not. For that reason, I give it to City.
I think they rotate midfielders so much that they can't really have like a single.
All right, the next one. Back to
and also it's gonna be Sarri versus Guardiola, so I think Guardiola is gonna win.
Like better tactics.
Yeah.
All right, so then we have Barcelona versus Bayern. That is a game right there.
Bayern.
That could be the final. Well, no, that could be the final because Barca's a little. Bayern versus Bayern, yeah, Bayern.
Bayern, yeah.
All right, so now that leaves us with Atletico versus. Did you guys say Atalanta? Right, you guys were going for Atalanta.
What's that?
Right. Atletico versus Atalanta.
Atalanta.
Atletico.
Spit it out, man.
Dude, how does Atletico manage to always like somehow make it so deep when the team is not even that good?
They play.
No. You also have to understand that you don't have to do two legs anymore. This is literally one leg. So that means Atletico can just do what they
that favors Atletico then, because that's how they want to play.
They can.
I'm gonna go Atletico.
They don't even have to score a goal. They can just wait in the penalties.
Yeah.
No.
If there's an opportunity for Atletico to win the Champions League, it's this year.
Well, I don't know. Bayern is pretty strong.
But I'm saying from their side, it's like
Oh, to reach the final, that's different. Yeah, to reach the final, yeah, this is all of them. All right. So we have Atletico reaching the semifinal. Now on the other side, we have Bayern versus City. Ooh.
Bayern. I'm gonna say
That
Bayern.
game is even better. Man, I can't wait for these games, honestly.
Dude,
De Bruyne versus Lewandowski. Oh, I literally get shivers. So yeah, that leaves us with Man City versus Bayern. Who do you guys think? Brian, you think Chelsea?
Yeah.
I mean, did I say Chelsea?
No.
Yeah, I think I did say Chelsea. So that leaves us with Man City versus Bayern. Who do you guys think will advance there?
I'm gonna say Bayern just because I think they're a little more well-rounded, especially defensively. You really saw City's defensive stuff. Like pretty much the whole season, but even seeing against Chelsea, like when Pulisic, just got the ball and they're just unsynchronized in the back, and I think like Bayern could just take advantage of that. They have the talent where if you make a mistake like that, they'll just punish you.
Yeah.
Dude, you're not gonna believe me, but I'm gonna say Man City. I have a reason for it.
What's
Do you
yours?
want to share the reason, or do we have to pay for it?
No, it's free. Guardiola used to be Bayern coach, so he knows some information about the team. And
that was like 6 years ago.
he has a good memory though.
Actually, no, not 6 years ago. That was what, 2015, 2014.
I think the team has changed so
Got to like 4 different coaches. No, I mean, I guess I understand what you're saying. Like, he does want to beat his former club.
Dude, miracles happen at UCL, so
yeah,
you're gonna get surprised.
I'm just saying, Davies running at you against what? Who would that be?
on the right side. Who's on the right side?
Oh no, that's Walker.
Oh, okay. On the other side, you have
Mendy.
Joshua Komic going at not Mendy, Benjamin Mendy. Benjamin Mendy defensively is a little shaky as well.
Liability, man.
So yeah, and plus their center back option to pair with Laporte is really not that good either. So yeah, their left back and their center back are rough. So and Bayern has a lot of pace up front, so they can definitely exploit that. I'm gonna say Bayern. Yeah. Oh, but Guardiola in Champions League, and you have De Bruyne too. Dude, I can understand why you say the City.
Guardiola hasn't been doing that well Champions League though.
Yeah, he's hungry then. He wants.
I mean, he could have said that all the past years too.
And they basically made it to the final last year,
dude,
except one goal that they did everything they needed to do to make it to the final. But VAR fucked them.
Yeah, so that was a sick game.
That game was so good. And they, man. I'm still gonna say Bayern. Okay, so then that leaves us with a Bayern versus Atletico
final.
Semifinal.
Oh, semifinal.
Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. No, sorry, final. That's kind of a boring final, actually.
It is.
Bayern.
Yeah. How is Atletico Madrid in the final?
I know, right? Or maybe we fucked up somewhere along the way.
No, they're grouped. Like I said, this is like the moment where Atletico Madrid, if they want to win it, they have to win it now.
I think we're also basing it off that game they had against Liverpool, where Liverpool controlled the entire game, and then in like the last 10, 20 minutes, they scored 2, and they just shut them up real quick. And you're like, where the fuck did that come from? So I think we're expecting that Atletico to show in the later rounds.
But the brackets aren't that hard. That's the thing. Like,
yeah, I honestly think PSG, like when they're fully healthy, is their biggest contender.
Well, if it's let's say it's PSG versus Bayern, who do you take? I would still take Bayern.
I take Bayern. Yeah.
Well, it might be different though. Again, then PSG is gonna face Barca, I think.
Also, if PSG are able to advance out of this round, they'll probably have Mbappe back by that time. And
Oh, that's true. But
and
I'll still
then
take Bayern.
I still take Bayern too, yeah. So it looks like we've crowned Bayern the Champions League
winner.
winners for 2020. Now, what's up?
And the treble, because they won the other ones.
Oh yeah. It's not that often that a team wins. Who's the last team? The 2015 Barca team to win it?
I
Yeah.
think it was Barca. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
It's
pretty
not
good.
often that happens. Now closing. Does the whole COVID-19 crisis kind of like take away from Bayern's like Champions League win? Does that did you put like a little asterisk over that, like oh, that was the year that the whole COVID crisis went, or do you give it to them fair and square?
I'm gonna give it to them, to be honest. I think they had a good season.
Yeah, same.
True.
Well, when you see in the record books, I think you're just gonna see their name and you're gonna be like, yeah, they had a really good team.
Okay, now Europa League. Like we have teams like FC Basel. So I'm not even gonna go through the bracket. Like, who do you guys think will make it to the final?
I think it's gonna be Man U from one.
I'll say Man U on the top side, yeah, and then on the bottom side,
I'm gonna say either Inter. Yeah, just Inter.
I'll say either Inter or Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah.
And I think this will be Kai Havertz breakout. Actually, no. If Chelsea end up buying Kai Havertz within the next week, it'll probably be the same thing as the Werner situation, right? Like, he probably won't end up playing.
Potentially, yeah.
Wait,
I'm gonna say Inter. What do you say?
Leverkusen is playing against Roma, right?
Rangers right now.
And then they're gonna. Who's Roma facing?
Sevilla.
Oh.
I will say if there's one team that can beat Man U, it'd be Sevilla. I think they've already done it.
Oh, Sevilla.
Yeah.
Actually, Sevilla's strong too.
Sevilla's a very strong team.
Wait, is Sevilla and Man U side or Inter side?
Man U side.
Man U.
Yeah.
So basically, like Sevilla, Roma, and Man U are like the strong ones on their side, and then it's Inter and Bayer Leverkusen on the other side that are the strong
Don't
ones.
sleep on Getafe. Getafe.
Actually, I didn't even see them there. Yeah, Getafe's in there too. But yeah, I'm gonna say Inter. And Brian, can you see Sevilla upsetting Man U?
I could see it. Yeah, they've done it before, like I said.
Dude, I'm still gonna say Man U just because Man U is the stronger team. But if Man U ends up playing like they did against Chelsea,
Yeah.
who do you think wins it? Who do you think?
Man U, and then it's gonna be a Super Cup. Man U Bayern, and then Man is gonna win it all.
You think Bayern?
Next year we're gonna beat them. Yeah.
You think Sane, Lewandowski, and what you call it?
Gnabry.
Gnabry. You think your defense is gonna be able to take that?
Yes.
That's a scary try to.
Also, those Jadon Sancho talks are ongoing and they keep progressing, so it looks like something's gonna happen. Yo, Brian, can you do me a favor? What should they do with this video?
After they finish watching the video, they should.
After making it all the way through and not watching just the first 2 seconds.
They should comment, like, and subscribe.
And the Donsky, where can they follow us on social media?
@Crossbar podcast and Instagram.
Follow-up question: what's our upload schedule looking like?
Wednesday at 6.
Wednesdays at 6. Okay, that is episode